Eddie, an emotionally charged day for all concerned. How are you feeling after that?
Yeah, naturally disappointed. Pleased with how we played. I thought we were really good between both boxes today. But in the boxes is where games are won or lost, and I think today we didn't get the big moments right defensively, and with the chances we did have, we weren't clinical enough and probably didn't create enough for all the ball we had around their box.
You certainly had a decent amount of game in the second half, where he's had made the difference with the P1. It felt like you left everything out there.
Yeah, as I sit here now, I've got no regrets with how we tried to set the team up, our intent to the game. We wanted to be really brave, as we have been all season, and try and attack the match and have a right go at Manchester United. It's a strange game because probably low on goalmouth action for periods of it, but I felt we were really competitive. I can't fault the players' efforts, what they've given me in this game, but it's decided on big moments, and the free kick, we've not defended it well enough, and they're probably the moments we look at with regret.
A very unusual situation to give your goalkeeper a debut in our cup final.
Yeah, I think he did really well. I think his all-round demeanour was good, his distribution was good. I thought he made some great saves, especially when we're chasing the game. He was always going to have to play well in that second half as we were leaving grass behind our back line. But he can be really proud of his efforts today.
Okay, good. Damien and then Miles.
Eddie, you're obviously disappointed now, but what will you take from this run to the final, and how much is there left to play for the season?
Well, I think it leaves us with a feeling of defeat in the final, which is never nice, and we're desperately disappointed. But already for me, you look to the future and you're desperate to get back here and win a trophy. See the supporters who have been absolutely incredible for us this year, to see them disappointed at the end hurts badly. And the motivation and the thoughts are already going to how we can come back here and win them the trophy that they deserve.
Miles?
Challenge for you now to ensure there's no fallout from this defeat and channel that emotions and energy you've got in the dressing room now?
Yeah, I don't think that, personally, as I sit here now, I don't think that will be an issue. I think these players have responded every time they've been questioned this season with a really positive response. So they'll all be disappointed today. We have a very difficult next game to come, probably in the football calendar, the most difficult. But that'll be a great challenge for us to go into. But I'm proud of the players today. That's my emotion.
You talked about some difficult decisions to make before the game. One of them was Callum ahead of you picked Callum ahead of Alexander Isak. Just talk through that decision and you're thinking in terms of your team.
Yeah, really tough one. I think two immensely talented players, but I had to pick one. Callum on his last start scored and played very well against West Ham, so that sort of swayed my decision. But Alex today, when he came on, was electric. I thought he did really well, and him and Callum played well together in that second half.
Okay, Craig and then Sam.
Eddie, you've sort of already touched on this to a degree, but was today almost symptomatic of where the team finds themselves right now in terms of playing well enough, but coming up short in those big moments? And if so, how do you get back to where you were? Because this has gone on for 3, 4, 5 weeks now, perhaps.
Yeah, I think the team's playing well. It's functioning well, but we're not maybe as free scoring as we were. I think that's a challenge for us. I think it's a challenge for any team. It's the hardest thing to do in the game. But even today, there were moments for us. We got a lot of ball around their box, had a lot of set plays, had a lot of moments where we could have really opened them up, but we didn't. And I think that's something that we'll need to continually work on to improve. But it's difficult for me to comment too much right now without actually analysing the game properly. But probably a similar feeling to the one I've had in recent weeks, yes.
Okay, so at the front.
Nothing's given in football, but it does seem as though Newcastle are a different Newcastle to the one 12 months ago, 2 years ago. It shouldn't be another 24 years before the club's here again. It shouldn't be another 50 years, 60 years before you win the trophy. It just feels as though the club is in the right direction, even if today is not on the right way.
Yeah, you're right. Nothing is guaranteed in football. It's you have to earn the right to get to these latter stages of the competitions. You have to earn the right every week in the league to finish where we want to finish. So the work starts again. But I hope we're a different Newcastle. I hope we're improving continually. certainly in terms of the players' efforts and their mindsets and what they've given me, I can't criticise them at all this season. And we're going to need that and some more to continue to be successful.
Okay, Chris Waugh.
I think physically, how you face after that? I mean, can you explain the Sean Longstaff decision as half-time, and also it looked like Bruno and a couple of others might pick up some of that?
Yeah, Bruno twisted his ankle. I think he did similar. I can't remember the game, but not too long ago in a match. He was in a bit of pain. We don't think it's serious at the moment, but let's wait and see. Sean was just a tactical switch, 2-0 down, cup final. I didn't feel we had a minute to waste to chase the game, so that's why we brought Alex on.
I mean, the supporters, you mentioned it before, but towards the end of the game, in injury time, that they're waving flags. What was it like just to see them at Wembley?
Yeah, before the game it was an incredible sight to see the black and white, even overnight in London, and the support that they've given us. Truly incredible, and just so disappointed for them that we haven't been able to win today's match. But a big thank you from me to them for everything they've given.
Jordan.
Do you feel like this is just the start for Newcastle United coming back to Wembley in the next seasons?
Yeah, as I said, I hope so. But the competition is very, very high, so we have to improve. Like, we can't stand still. We can't think that we're something at this moment in time. We have to prove we are. And so next year in these competitions, the FA Cup and League Cup, we have to go again with the intention of trying to win.
When it does settle, will you reflect on it about the possible running into the same Thomas for your relegation battle? Now you've been at Wembley, and it's just a story.
Yeah, dramatic change from last year where we were when we came in and took over to now go into this type of situation. Nowhere I'd much rather be, and it's here competing for cup competitions and trying to finish as high as we can in the league. So very positive situation for us to be in currently. And you're right, I think when the dust settles, I think we'll only look back at this experience positively, although that's hard to see now.
Aaron.
Eddie, you've touched on it slightly with Chris's answer, but the finals this week, obviously, it's been more than today, it's been Bruno, it's been Wembley, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Can you just talk me through what you and the players have felt this week, seeing the scenes from the finals?
Well, we felt nothing but support and love, which is so important for the players to feel that when they enter the pitch. It's so important that they play in an environment where they can express themselves, and I can categorically tell you they felt that today. The scenes when driving in with the bus today were exceptional support. I can't say anything else really. Probably my words don't do it justice. But a big thank you for that. It's felt and it's acknowledged from our perspective, and warmly received.
And maybe for the first time this season, you've got pretty much all your attacking options fit. Joe Willis now marking on the bench. Do you sort of know your best team, or do you think you're still going to be sort of tinkering it in the next couple of years?
Well, knowing your best team, it's never a static thing, and you don't want it to be either. You always want players to give you problems and ask questions of your decision making. So I will have an idea of my best players. Yes, my best team is always changeable.
Okay, Scott.
Eddie, I know you kind of said this all season. We talked a lot about the strides Newcastle have made and how much progress they've made. But the talk about potentially getting in amongst the top four, those sides are a long way ahead of where Newcastle are having to come from, aren't they? And, we kind of need to keep that in mind.
Yes, I think that's right. They come from a totally different place from us. We were fighting relegation last year and in a desperate battle to stay in the division. Now we achieved that mission comfortably in the end, although it wasn't comfortable at all when you're in the process of working in it. So this season was an unknown for us. Would we step up and continue our momentum, or would it be another season of struggle? There's no guarantee. Now, the players have done exceptionally well to elevate ourselves to an incredible position, to have done really well in this competition. But we're not the finished article by no means, and we have a lot of work ahead of us to continue to improve, and it only gets harder because the competition improves as well. So, lots of areas for us to improve.
Okay, Luke.
Do you store up the feelings that you have this evening, sitting there now, and use that as motivation going forward, or do you get rid of the negativities?
I always think sometimes in defeat is a positive thing. When you lose, you can take positives from it. Let me choose my words carefully. Many times over the years I've done that. I've faced that situation, and you're trying to find solutions to problems and work out where you can improve and how you can improve. So I don't think my fire or my passion needs to be any bigger. I don't think it can be. I think I'm really driven and determined to be successful. But certainly can earn a lot in these moments, and I'll encourage myself to do that in the next few days.
Chairman was here today. What do you think he would have taken from the event? Do you think he's whetted his appetite for what more can be achieved in the years to come?
Yeah, I think he will have been probably very interested in today as a whole, in terms of the atmosphere and the experience, and I'm sure he'd be disappointed to lose, as we all are, connected with Newcastle. But just my little embrace with him there, just as we picked up our medals, he was very positive.
Okay, Kieran.
Eddie was third, and in particular, the substance players.
I haven't had a chance to see them because I've come straight to do my media duty, so I will see them later.
That feeling you touched on when you go to get those roles of medals, how much does it hurt?
Yeah, it hurts immensely because you feel like you failed. You feel like you've not achieved what you wanted to do, so naturally all a negative sea of emotion hits you, and that's how it should be in that moment, I think. I don't think there's any other way to feel. But as always, as I said earlier, with defeat, sometimes you can take positives from it. That's what I look to do. I'm a very optimistic person in difficult moments, and that's what I'll have to be in the next few days.
Okay, any more?
It's rare maybe in a team when they can't win for a final for so long. It goes perfectly the first time. You think you can't come back stronger from this experience?
Certainly some of the players will. I'm sure the younger players will take all those experiences and it'll do them good. Not everyone's in the same situation, and certainly the football career is a very volatile thing, so there'll be some players that might not get back to Wembley. Who knows? For what lay ahead for me. So there's no guarantees in football. So all you can do is try and improve from it.
Okay, last one just on the front.
Eddie, seeing players on the big stage like this, does it give you any ideas where you need to strengthen to push the team forward for next season?
Yeah, I think every game gives you that clue. I think we're always analysing where we can improve and how we need to get better. So I don't think there'll be any overreaction to this game in particular, but certainly we know how and what we need to do to push the team on.
Okay, thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.